What if I told you that tonight, while you're asleep, a reality-bending event happens, and tomorrow, you wake up in a house that looks exactly like yours, with a family that looks exactly like yours, but they are not your family, and you are no longer in your own universe? That is the exact psychological trap at the heart of the ultimate sci-fi thriller, Coherence. A movie made on a dirt-poor budget that completely outclasses multi-million-dollar Hollywood blockbusters with pure, unadulterated psychological terror. Today we're breaking down a film that will literally warp your brain. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. You know your boy is right here to push your mind straight to the edge. Grab your snacks because things are about to get deeply weird. Alright, let's paint the picture. A group of 8 old friends gathers at a cozy suburban home for a dinner party. It's warm, it's friendly, and people are drinking wine while catching up. The cinematography uses beautiful, intimate teal and orange lighting that makes you feel like you're sitting right there at the table with them. But there's a catch. That exact night, a rare comet is passing directly over Earth. Midway through dinner, the power suddenly cuts out. The entire neighborhood goes pitch black. The cellular networks vanish. The only thing visible outside is a single glowing blue house a few blocks away. To be very honest, the first time you watch this, the visual pacing is a masterclass in slow burn anxiety. 2 of the guys decide to walk over to that blue house and ask to use their landline phone. They leave. The house falls silent. Then, a few minutes later, they come running back inside, completely pale, holding a box. Inside that box, a book of photos of everyone at the dinner party, with random numbers written on the back, and a ping-pong paddle. But here's the kicker, guys. They look out the window through a pair of binoculars at that glowing blue house, and they see themselves looking back through binoculars. The comet didn't just cut the power, it literally shattered the space-time continuum. The dark street outside has become a reality-free zone. Every time someone walks out into the darkness, they unknowingly cross into a completely different parallel universe. By the middle of the film, you realize the absolute horror of the situation. The 8 people inside the house are no longer the original 8 people who started the dinner party. Some crossed over from Universe A, some came from Universe B, some arrived from Universe C. They're trapped in an infinite maze of their own alternate selves, and the psychological paranoia turns them completely feral. They start hiding weapons, backstabbing each other, and questioning whether the person sitting next to them is actually their friend or a duplicate from a darker reality. The acting feels so authentic because the director didn't give the actors a traditional script. They were largely improvising their panic in real time. And the editing is so incredibly sharp that you, the viewer, have to play detective, staring at the screen, tracking tiny details, and trying to figure out which universe you're currently watching. Which leads to a ruthless dark climax where our main girl, M, decides she hates her messy life and actively hunts down a perfect universe so she can replace her alternate self. Now, without spoiling anything, that final telephone call delivers one last chilling twist that will stay with you long after the credits roll. For a movie that cost almost nothing to make, yet delivers a psychological punch powerful enough to leave your brain completely fried for a week, Coherence earns a staggering undisputed 4.6 out of 5 stars. But hey, I want to hear your theories. If you met an alternate version of yourself in the dark, would you fight them or team up with them? Drop your wildest answers in the comments below. I'm reading every single one. Smash that like button if you want me to keep pushing the limits. Hit subscribe to join the crew, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.